All right, imagine yourself on the bench, robed, facing a packed courtroom and a case that has gripped an entire nation. The weight of evidence, the emotional testimony, the lives irrevocably altered, and it all comes down to your decision. This is the perspective of the judge in the infamous Jessica Wongso cyanide coffee murder case, a case where the question wasn't if a life was taken, but who took it and with what chilling intent. For months, the world watched. The details unfolded. An old friendship, a cafe meeting, a Vietnamese iced coffee, and a sudden, horrific death. Nguyen Mirna Salihin, a young woman with a future, gone in an instant. The prosecution presented its case. The carefully chosen table, the strategically placed paper bags, the high concentration of cyanide in the victim's coffee and stomach. They argued for premeditation, for a cold, calculated act of revenge born from a perceived slight. The defense, on the other hand, argued for reasonable doubt. No direct witness, circumstantial evidence. They painted a picture of a flawed investigation, a rush to judgment. They spoke of the immense public pressure, the media circus surrounding the accused. But as a judge, your duty is to the law, to the evidence presented, to weigh every argument, every piece of testimony, every scientific finding. Not to public opinion, not to emotion, but to the facts. And after all the arguments, all the evidence, all the hours spent deliberating, the conclusion became starkly clear. The pattern of behavior, the opportunity, the motive, however twisted, the unmistakable presence of a deadly poison. The verdict was delivered. Guilty of premeditated murder. The sentence, 20 years in prison. What does it take for a court to be absolutely convinced, even without a direct eyewitness to the act itself? It takes an undeniable chain of evidence, a narrative so compelling that doubt simply cannot stand. And in this case, for the judges, that chain was unbreakable. The world is full of strange, dark stories, and I'll be back with another one for you soon. Until then, stay safe out there.